If you're feeling like LA is overwhelming as a new musician, you're not alone. If you haven't watched part 1 of gigging out in LA, go back and watch that. That's going to lay out a lot of what I'm doing throughout the rest of these videos. It's going to give you a lot of pointers and what to expect from your first couple shows. This is going to pertain just to different artist groups and different songwriting groups to get involved with in LA that help you showcase more and let you get involved in the community on a deeper level. The first one I got involved with here in LA was the Los Angeles Songwriters Collective. If you see me looking this way, it's because that's where my notes are. This is a group that meets the first Monday of every month for a big song meetup. They usually start out with some kind of lyric work or some kind of melody work, and then they have a guest that comes in and talks about what they're doing with their music. It's a really, really fun group of people, really motivated. The people that run it are producers and they're songwriters, so they know what they're doing. They've been around for a while. If you're looking just to get involved, this is the place to get started. In addition to having their monthly Monday meetups, they also do song shares, and they do producer song shares, so you can get in with the community and share your songs, get feedback, which is one of the hardest things to do, is to get reliable feedback when you're starting out. So that's the Los Angeles Songwriters Collective. I'll have a link in the comments section of this video. Next up is the West Coast Songwriters. That's the third group that I got involved with in Los Angeles. This is a group that's mainly on the northern end of California. It kind of runs down through Santa Barbara, but the LA chapter is not as strong as the rest of the state. That being said, the LA chapter is really great to get involved with, and they have a monthly showcase, which is really awesome to get started out in as a musician, because you get feedback on your songs, you get to meet other people that are at your level, and you can play their monthly showcase once every 6 months. They're really open. I played it before, and I mean, if you watch the first video, you know how I feel about showcases. There's a pretty decent turnout, and they're really active and want the showcase to be a really nice experience for you and the audience. So I really appreciate that. The group itself, the chapter that I went to, was limited to 8 people, I think. And it was a song share with a professional producer and songwriter that had been doing this for 20 or 30 years. So it's cool to get his insight on where he is and how he got started back then. The last group that I'm not really that involved with, but I follow them on Facebook, is Songwriters Network. They're based in Altadena. They have, I think, a monthly, if not a bi-weekly showcase that you can get involved with as a member of their group. I haven't gone to any of their showcases yet, but I am active on their Facebook feed. So check that out. That's the Songwriters Network, also songwriter.net. Again, all of this, I'm going to have more information and links in the comment section. The second group I got involved with in LA, I'm holding off for last. I'm going to do a whole video on this. It's called NSAI. If you haven't heard of it, NSAI stands for Nashville Songwriters Association International. They're a Nashville Songwriter Association that obviously grew way beyond Nashville. They actually own the Bluebird, if you know anything about the Nashville music scene. They bought it maybe 10, 15 years ago. I'm not really sure. Anyway, this is a really great group to get involved with because it's mainly professional songwriters who have worked on a high level. They offer a bunch of different things throughout the year from the Nashville base. They have Song Camp, which I went to, Advanced Song Camp. They have the Tin Pan South Festival, I think that's the name of it, Tin Alley Festival, I'm not really sure. They have, as a member, you get a lot of benefits. You can do song evaluations, you get 2 free mentorships, all this kind of stuff. As a member in LA, there's 2 different chapters, and if you're not sure about signing up at first, you can go to 2 meetings of each of the chapters for free before you join. There's a Malibu chapter, there's an LA chapter. I've been to the Malibu chapter, I really liked it. It's professional songwriters that will critique your music. You can just show up with your song, play it live or play it on a CD. Like I said, feedback is the hardest thing to get when you're first starting out, especially really reliable feedback. So I would highly suggest going to the NSAI Malibu. The NSAI LA chapter, I haven't been to it yet, but I've had friends that have, and it's mainly pitched to producers, which again is an awesome opportunity, but it's less about specific feedback from a songwriter perspective and more about feedback from producers or really selling your song to producers. The Malibu chapter does do a showcase, or they have done a showcase, and they're working on more. It's harder to get in those showcases, but it's really worth it to be a part of this. So I'm going to have links to that, and I'm going to do a whole other video on NSAI because I really like my experience with NSAI so far and would suggest it to anybody. So stay tuned. I'm going to do additional episodes on how to gig out in LA, including open mics that you can book gigs from, different booking agencies or places that book bringer shows or ticket sales shows. If you have any advice or you have other groups that we should check out, make sure you leave comments below and I'll share those with the group. All right.